We often hear about graduates fresh from uni struggling to get jobs, don't we? Struggling to find their dream career. But one of our universities is working hard to change that. Sunderland University has a new scheme to try and help its students get a foot in the door of local firms so we don't lose them to other parts of the country. And Duncan McDonald is an Internship Development Officer from the university's employment agency, and he's joined me in the studio this morning. Morning, Duncan.
Morning.
So, what is the jobs market like for graduates at the moment, particularly here in the North East?
It's competitive. We're seeing lots of interest from businesses of all sectors and industries who are interested in recruiting graduates, and those conversations take place much earlier in the degree, and not just when they're leaving.
So at Sunderland Uni, you're trying to help the graduates into work, aren't you, through this new Enterprise and Innovation Centre? It's a pilot project. Tell us why it's been set up, and did you realise that there was actually a problem?
Well, the employment agency is exactly that. It's a recruitment agency internal at the university, and it's been set up to work with a range of different employers to support our students, support our graduates, ultimately supporting the graduate destinations and making sure that our students and graduates are equipped to go into the graduate marketplace in the North East, really make an impact, but also pursue that career, pursue that dream, if you like, of why they came to university in the first place.
That's the thing, because we are chatting about dream jobs, and it's something, interesting you said before there that it's something that you're trying to encourage students to think about earlier on in their course, because I know when I went to university it was kind of like, oh right, okay, I'm in the last part of my third year, I'm going to need a job soon, what am I going to do? So I think that is a really useful thing to think about so much earlier on. And you've got certain schemes in place, haven't you?
Definitely, yes. We've got a range of different internship placement schemes. The employment agencies is our latest initiative around flexibly taking on graduates and students, whether that's on a temporary basis, project basis, or that graduate level degree relevant career that the students and graduates need. We do a lot of schemes that are short term, that are focused on specific areas, specific courses, all allow us to work really flexibly with the business community to provide those skills earlier on in the degree cycle. And
I guess we mentioned it in the introduction there, that's one of the aims, isn't it? So that we don't lose these graduates to other parts of the country, so local employers will benefit as well.
Exactly, yes. And I think the North East and North East universities are really good at working together to think about ways that we can retain our graduates. There's so much on our doorstep, and sometimes graduates don't always realise that. That's why we're really embedding employability with local regional employers throughout the degree, so that when our graduates get to the point of leaving, they can move into careers local to us in the North East.
So what sort of businesses and industries here in the North East are involved then?
Across all sectors, all sizes, and I think that shows that the offer's working. It's flexible. It could be a one-man band who is looking to take on somebody for a marketing project. Well, that marketing project is really, really key practical experience for somebody who's doing a degree in that area. They could use that a couple of years down the line to launch their career and ultimately stay in the North East. Again, big companies are getting involved. It allows us to help them guide their strategic graduate recruitment from start to finish. So things are becoming more flexible, but also more strategic, more planned.
Is it tough to get students to kind of concentrate on this sort of thing earlier on in their studies?
Yes, I think it is, yeah. We've all been there. I've been a student myself, and there's lots of different pressures. There's pressures to get deadlines met and to make sure your work's completed. But certainly we're seeing a shift in students thinking earlier on about their options, thinking about what practical skills do I need to gain here at university to be successful in the workplace. And the Sunderland Futures brands that we've got at the university is a great way of underpinning that employability for all of our students. It's a suite of offers that covers support, advice, practical guidance, but also things like mentoring, enterprise, internships that really embed those practical skills from day one.
So have the students kind of reacted well? Have they grasped this with both hands?
Definitely, yes. Yeah, I think anything that offers added value in terms of skills, experience and salaried work is always responded to in a positive light. And we've got some great students at Sunderland. They're really, really on the ball in terms of thinking about what they want to do going forward and working with us in a partnership to try and access these careers earlier on.
Do you know of any students that you've actually managed to find their dream jobs alongside, or
yes.
does it take a bit of time?
It does take a bit of time, but I mean, one of the main benefits of the employment agency is that because we are a recruitment agency, we've got a really strong pipeline of our students and graduates and alumni there that we can draw upon to help businesses recruit. And that's meaning that we can find opportunities and bring those opportunities to our graduates a lot quicker. We're turning things around in days now rather than weeks, which is fantastic.
Well, thank you so much for coming and chatting to us, Duncan. That's brilliant. It's Duncan McDonald there, Internship Development Officer from Sunderland University's Employment Agency.